This is Ahmed with Popcornia, and I am joined by Peter and Frankie, aka tempoarts. Tempo, how you doing?
I'm feeling good, mate. Feeling good. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Very good, very good, very good.
So you managed Frankie?
Yeah, I managed Frankie. Obviously, I was a professional boxer myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had 58 pro fights. I went into a gym a couple of weeks ago, met Frankie, picked up on him straight away, and I thought, this kid's got a lot of talent. And you know what? It's not so much he's got a lot of talent, it's more he's got a great backstory, which we can talk more about as his career goes on.
Right.
You know, but I believe that he will clear up in this influencer world with the boxing, and his dream is to be a British champion, and I believe that we can bring him to that level. But for now, this is where he learns his trade. There's some good fighters out there, so Saturday night you're going to see the start of him, and like I say, this is a marathon, not a sprint, so we'll get Saturday night out of the way and then move on to the next one, you know?
Yeah, that's quite interesting. So you want to be a British champion?
Yeah, and not obviously in the near future, but obviously that's everyone's goal, isn't it, to be like the best in the world. Hopefully, I'm 18 now, so when I'm a bit older, hopefully get good enough one day. So yeah.
Where did that aspiration come from?
Well, I've been watching boxing for a while, but I didn't get into it till I was like 17. So I've been doing it in my garden, which isn't really like boxing. It's like I was just hitting a bag in my garden, just smashing it in. If people watch my TikTok, you might know it. But yeah, it came from my dad watches boxing, for example, and I just watched it when I was younger, and I just like fighting because I was bullied in school, so I had to learn how to like defend myself. So
now a lot of boxers do have that backstory, like being bullied, learning to defend themselves. So I guess that's like a good start to your story.
Literally, all through like year one, because I was like 18 stone in like year 6, so I was very fat. But everyone obviously bullied me for it and pushed me around or whatever. Then I defend myself. But that's pretty much like how I started fighting, I guess. But it wasn't boxing, so yeah.
So you mentioned being 18 stone when you were younger. I have seen that you've been sharing your weight loss journey online, and a lot of people, especially some people I've spoken to here, do find that quite inspirational.
Yeah, some people they text me, and they're even older, not even my age, like 30, and they say that I've inspired them to start weight loss, that's my goal, to inspire other people, because I know how depressed I was being 25 stone at 16 years old. Walking down the street is struggle, you know what I mean? Right. And I literally, all I did all day was play games on my computer. I didn't go outside for about a year straight, the whole year. Then COVID came, so I guess 3 years. So I was literally just. That's why I'm not good at socialising, because I didn't go out and socialise for a whole 2 years. Didn't speak to anyone. So
how does that make you feel to have gone through that tough life, and now you're on this journey, but you're inspiring people who are going through what you went through?
That's my whole goal with this. Is I just want to inspire people. Because if I inspire even one person through my journey, that's you know what I mean, succeed. That's my journey, I guess, I want to do.
I think that's quite I do quite like that. It adds a lot of depth to you in boxing and to your personality. Yeah. And so Peter, you mentioned that you are a pro fighter.
Yeah.
So are you involved at all in Tempo's training?
Yeah, I'll just advise him, as well as, I want to reiterate before we get started here that he's not even teething yet. He put a pair of gloves on 6 months ago, so he's only learning the trade now. Right. There's still loads that he's going to learn, but like I say, I see a little spark there, and there's something he's got, and I believe that we can definitely bring him 100%, bring him to the top level in this, and then his dream obviously is to be a British champion, a world champion maybe. Right. He's a heavyweight. He's got fast hands. It reminds me of Ruiz. It reminds me of Andy Ruiz, honestly, the way he moves. And I think it's going to be an exciting journey. And like I say, going back to what we say about these YouTubers and what they do and all that, he's got a great story, and everybody struggles with weight, and I want him to start going to schools. I want him to start speaking to kids at schools and talking about, let's not sit behind our computer all the time, let's go out and do some exercise and all that sort of stuff. So there's a journey with him. We've already made him an ambassador of a cryo chamber. We're going to look at bringing other people on board now. So we're going to build his brand as well, you know what I mean? So I want to build him as a person. He's 18 years old. His story resonates a lot of mine. When you hear more about his story, he can talk about it after he's had this fight Saturday night. When you hear more of his story, it resonates in mine. And I looked in his eyes and I thought, no, this kid can fight, and he's got the fighter in his eyes, you know what I mean? So, like I say, it ain't about Saturday night. It's the long term. What we're gonna do with him, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got the experience, been there, seen it, done it. I'm now training a top pro, just about to fight for a world title. So I can't mention his name yet, but it ain't out there. But I'm glad to be back involved, and I'm glad to be working with him. And I want to grow him as a man as well, not just as a fighter, grow him as a man, and so he can do his interviews on his own.
No, that does sound quite exciting, but
I'm just going to go over and have a look at his opponent. All right?
Okay, sure. I'll say your opponent, sir. Is he? So what do you know? Wait, let's come here. So what do you know about Godson?
Absolutely nothing. I'm sure you don't either. Like, that's insane. There's nothing on the social media. All I know is that he's a jewellery person. He's got more experience than me in boxing, so I'm expecting to come out best boxer in the world. Because if you expect anything less, then it's stupid. Because if he comes out really good and I'm not expecting it, then you know what I mean. Bad on me. If I get hit, I'm gonna be like, wow.
Wait, so talk to me about his boxing experience. Because I looked him up online. I saw him mention that he'd been doing boxing recreationally, but I couldn't find much on his experience. So.
He said, I was told that he had a year experience, but no fights.
Right.
So he's had a year. I've had about 8-9 months sparring experience. So pretty much the same experience. A year and 9 months, not that much difference. So, yeah.
But do you think you having one fight, I guess, adds to that experience and maybe gives you a step over him?
I'm sure, the crowd. I'm not nervous fighting in front of the crowd. Anyone can spar under. You know what I mean? Anyone can spar, not in front of the lights, but when you're in front of the lights, it's when you need to be good. Some boxers are very good in sparring, some are not good in fighting. But I've had the experience of being under the lights, and I'm better under lights than I'm sparring. So I don't know. The only thing I'm nervous of is public speaking, not performing. It's weird. Right. I said that in my last fight too. It's just like that.
No, I think you speak pretty well. I think you speak pretty well, but no, I think you come across quite well. I don't think there's anything to be nervous about.
Thank you, mate. Good interview.
Yeah, but so you want to become a British champion?
Yeah.
Do you, as of now, are you looking to stay in the influencer space, build your profile 100%. Before moving over?
Yeah, I'm talking when I'm 30ish, that's when, or not even that. Just I want to ride out MISFITS because I think this is going to be a massive thing. It already is, but even bigger. So, but that's in everyone wants to be a pro one day.
Yeah.
So this is my start in boxing, but we'll see where I go in the future. Yeah.
And do you want to become do you want to fight more regularly or less? How many times a year?
I would love to fight 4 times a year. So lots. We'll see if I get obviously the deals and stuff like that. But my last fight was 6 months ago, but I couldn't get on another fight because they didn't host another one. So now I'm MISFITS. Hopefully I can fight more often.
I mean, if you did fight 4 to 5 times a year, that would make you one of the more active people in the scene.
I'm 18 years old, so I want to. I'm fresh in it. I just want to fight as much as I can, get the most experience I can, because you can spar all the time and get beaten up, but you're not getting paid for it. Yeah. So I'd rather get paid for the fighting I'm doing. So, yeah.
So, right, Godson's up there, but in that camera, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe on fight night, he's watching you right now. What do you want to say to him?
Good luck, mate. I'm not sure what else I can say to you. Just let the better man win on the night, I guess. Good luck.
And what do you want to say to all of the, the fans, the kids, adults that you inspire? What do you want to say to them?
Just keep doing it. If you haven't started already and you're like, I want to start tomorrow, just start today. There's nothing bad that can go from starting now. Because everyone always says they're going to start on Monday or New Year's, but then doesn't do it. Just start now. That's when you should do it. But yeah.
No, that's a very inspirational message. Well, no, I think a lot of people are gonna take on board. Hopefully, yeah. But no, I'm very excited to see your fight.
Thank you, mate.
I hope you. Well, I've got to stay unbiased. But I hope you do well. I hope you become a British champion. Thank you. But yeah, thank you for the interview. I'll see you on Friday.
See you on Friday, mate. Thank you.